This is another technique for starting a project in single crochet. You're going to start by chaining just 2 stitches. Then we're going to put our hook under the 2 loops of the first stitch. Once again, we're going to skip the chain that's right beneath the hook. We're going to yarn over our hook and bring it through those 2 loops. Then I'm going to yarn over again, but instead of bringing it through both loops, I'm just going to bring it through the first loop. Then I'm going to yarn over again and bring it through both the loops on my hook. This is the first stitch in a foundation chain crochet. I'm going to find that V stitch that I just created. I'm going to put my hook under it. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to pull a loop through just the first loop. Then I'm going to pull a loop through both loops on the hook. And I'm going to continue to repeat this. So we're going to look for that V stitch. We're going to put our hook under the V stitch. And I think here I kind of missed part of my yarn, so I just go back and correct that. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to pull a loop through just 1 loop, yarn over again, and then pull through 2 loops. Look for that V stitch. Put my hook under both legs of that V, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through just the first loop, yarn over again, and pull through both loops. This is creating not only my chain, but also the first row of my project. Once again, I'm going to find that V. I'm going to slip my hook under both legs of the V. You can see both those legs there. So my hook is under both legs of the V. I'm going to pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through just the first loop, yarn over again, and pull through both loops. All right, once again, I'm going to look for that V. I'm going to put my hook under both legs of the V. I'm going to pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through just the first loop, yarn over again, and pull through both loops on the hook. Okay, I'm going to find the legs of the V. They're easier to see in this technique sometimes than trying to just pick them out of a skinny chain. I'm going to pull a loop through, pull my loop through the first loop, yarn over again, and pull it through both loops. Find my V, put my hook under it, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Find my V, put my hook under the V, okay, grab a loop and pull it through, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over again, and pull through both loops. Find my V, put my hook under the V, get the yarn and pull it through, yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over again, and pull through both loops on my hook. Okay, find my V, put my hook under it, grab my yarn and pull it through, yarn over and pull through my first loop, yarn over again, and pull through both loops on the hook. So in this technique, again, I now have essentially my first row of crochet in single crochet. When I turn it to start my next row, you can see that the V's are going to be much more visible on the top part of this swatch or this sample. So to start my second row, I'm going to chain 1, okay, just to give myself a little bit of room to work. Then I'm going to find that first V. I'm going to put my hook through, yarn over, and now I'm going to do just my regular single crochet. So I'm not going to have that extra step. I'm going to find my V, put my hook under, pull my loop through, yarn over, and pull through both loops. That's my normal single crochet stitch. Find the V, put my hook under, yarn over, and pull it through both loops on the hook. Find the V, Put your hook under the legs of the V, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull it through the 2 loops on the hook. Okay, find the V, put your hook through, bring your loop through, yarn over, pull it through both loops on the hook. There's my V again. Going to put my hook underneath both legs of the V, pull a loop through, yarn over, and pull it through both loops. Find the V, bring my loop through, yarn over, and pull it through both loops. Find the V, put your hook under it, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. Once again, there's my V that I'm looking for, and I'm going to continue my single crochet stitches. Find the V, put your hook under, complete your single crochet. And then this is the last stitch on this row. I'm going to go put my hook under, pull it through, and then I have 2 rows of single crochet completed. So with this technique, I think it's a little bit easier to find where you need to put your hook. Sometimes you can get a little bit lost in a long chain. I think this technique makes it easier. So I'm starting the 3rd row. Again, you're going to chain 1. You're going to skip that chain 1, and you're going to find that first V. Put your hook under both legs, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, and pull it through both loops on the hook. Find your V, put your hook through, pull your yarn through, yarn over, and there's your next single crochet stitch. So you would make your foundation chain as long as you want your project to be. So you'd make it the width of your scarf if you're working on a scarf. And then you just chain 1 and start back in the opposite direction. This might be a little bit easier once you practice it, because it's easier to kind of see where you need to put your hook as you're building that foundation chain. But this gives you a different technique for starting a project.